All right. Hello and welcome back to episode, what is this, 4? Feels like a 4th episode. Yeah, it is a 4th episode? Okay. Squirrel says it's a 4th episode. Of Izzo trying to teach Squirrel math. Now, Squirrel was really tired yesterday, so she had to go to sleep. She was napping. So she missed the lesson. I'm going to be going over the homework. And yeah, then there's the quiz. The quiz is going to be our regular Edmodo post. It's not that hard a quiz. It's 20 multiple choice questions. And it's just about the rules and about which graph looks like which graph. Not that hard. Don't believe Squirrel. Okay, so, no, I can't get corona from this. She was very, very worried yesterday because Piedmont stopped by and she knocked on my door, and Squirrel was very adamant that Piedmont was not allowed in. I didn't let her in. No, she stayed on the porch, don't you remember? I did not let the Piedmont in. I said hello, I waved to her, but she was not allowed in the house. That's how you do social distancing. Yeah, I know. All right, on to this. Let's take a look at what we have to do. The first thing that we have to do is, yeah, we have to redraw the graphs. Good job, Squirrel. So we're going to redraw these graphs. Well, yeah, you have to redraw the graphs. If you don't redraw the graphs, it's going to be really, really hard to figure out where they go. Particularly since some of these are pretty difficult. I'll give you some good ones. All right. So the first thing that we do is we redraw these graphs. Make sure that they look approximately right. Something's wrong. No, that's wrong. It would be great if I could count at this point, which apparently I am lacking. Good grief. There we go. Now it works. Okay. Dot it in because that's not your actual graph. And then it ends over here. Beautiful. Okay. We are going to be doing this guy. There is no A, so A must equal 1. B is equal to positive 6. So if B equals positive 6, we have to go left 6. School, you remember that from yesterday? Sorry, the day before yesterday? She remembers nothing. Okay. That's great. Sounds about right for a squirrel. All right. And then there is no C, so C must equal 0. So we're not going up or down any. So we're going to go left 6 with each of my points. So this one's going to be off the graph. This one's going to be off the graph. This one's going to be off the graph. This one! Okay. So this one's our first point that's going to actually make it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this point and we're going to march it 6 there, and that's how it turns. That's what it turns into. Okay, this point is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to make that point. This point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going to make that point. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about to get really boring up in here. Although after a while, you learn that it hasn't changed any. All we're doing is we're keeping the same slope. We're doing the exact same thing. So this should be where this point ends up. And this should be where this point ends up. And then we've got this point. and then the last point right there. Draw our arrows on the end and label it. And that's how we do that guy. Let's take a look at the next one. And our first step is squirrel. Oh, squirrel went to the bathroom. Squirrel. Well, I don't wait for anyone else when they go to the bathroom, so I'm not going to wait for Squirrel when she's going to the bathroom. I'm just going to keep going. She's just going to have to catch up. She's going to have to catch up a lot. She has not been very studious. She's not been a studious little kitty cat. Okay, this one, there is nothing in front, so A must equal 1. There's nothing in the parentheses, so B must equal 0. And we have a C. Good job, Squirrel. So what does the C mean? We got to move it up or down. Good job. So C equals a negative. I know. We got to move it down. We got to move it down how many? 7. Good job. We have to move all the points down 7? Yeah, all the points down 7. Yeah. Well, you missed number 1. I appreciate your apology. Okay, so we're going to move all the points down 7. So if we start with this guy, move it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, turns into that one. Well, yeah, they just follow the same pattern as before. So this guy, when we move down 7, should be right there. And this one should be right here. And we're just moving everything down 7. Yep, that's all we have to do. Gotta draw it in. And then are we done, Squirrel? You don't know? Do you remember the things that we need to add to our graphs? Yeah, arrows. Good. What else? No. Oh, label. Label. Don't forget your label, Squirrel. You lose points if you forget your label. I know. You don't want to lose points. That would be very bad. Okay. Number 3. So number 3, we're going to draw it in again. So we draw it in. Dooba-dooba-doo. I need music to go along with this. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at this and we see A has changed. A is now a 3rd. What's that going to do? That's going to make it fatter. Because A is between 0 and 1. Remember, if A is less than 0, that means we're going to do a flip. Yeah. And if A is between 0 and 1, that means it's going to get fatter. And if A is bigger than 1, it means it gets skinnier. No, you do not need to get skinnier. It's just fluff. Let's be potty positive, Squirrel. We need to be potty positive. All right, so we're going to get fatter, and we are not going to judge it for getting fatter, right, Squirrel? That would be mean. Yes, it would be mean. That would be bullying. And we are against bullying in this school, this home school that I'm running with my kitty cat Squirrel. Yes. I think it's totally normal. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So we're on to 1/3. Now, if you remember, what do we do with the points on 0, on our axis? Yeah, those points have to stay put. I tried to teach you that yesterday because you were too sleepy to be in class, which is not how we should run class. All right. And then this one is 3 units up. So it's 3 units, and we want a 1/3 of that. So it's really only going to go up 1 unit. So it's going to go up 1 unit. This goes down 3 units. So it's only going to go down 1 unit. And we're going to get this nice little guy. Sorry, fat little guy. Who's just barely reaching the points. Yeah. We're not making fun of him, right, Squirrel? That would be me. Okay, so 1/3 AX. That's how we do the front of the homework. If you have any questions on the front of the homework, you should probably ask me before you take the quiz. Good luck. All right, this guy, B of X, he does look like one of the ones on the calculator. That's a good comparison, Squirrel. He is not actually one of the ones on the calculator, so if you try and use the calculator, it's not going to go well. And then it goes up, what, over 4, up 4? Who made this? Oh, that's right, I did. Okay. So we got something going like that. It looks beautiful. And there is nothing in front, so A equals 1. No change in the slope. B equals 0 because there's nothing inside. And then our C equals -5, which means everybody gets to move down 5. So take this point, move it down 5, bubble in. This point down 2, 4, 5, bubble in. Bubble in 5, lower, 4, 5. This guy, 2, 4, 5. Look at that. Goes like this and goes like that. Label. And we done. Next one. Bubble in our original. Always with the original. Never forget to do that or else you will get lost. I've seen a lot of people get lost on this. And okay, good enough. Uh-oh, there are 2 things happening with this one. The first thing that we have to do is we have to make it thinner. So we need to make it stand up taller. A equals 2. So we're going to make it skinnier and stand up taller. So this guy has to stay put. This guy was 2. He's now going to be double, so he's going to move up to 4. This guy went up 4. He's going to be double, so now he's going to go all the way up to 8. Yeah, we have to do the same on the other side too. So 2 turns into 4, and 4 turns into 8. Good job, Squirrel. See how it's a little bit skinnier? Standing up nice and tall. But that's not the end. Uh-oh. We've got a B going on here. B is equal to -3, which means we have to go right. So everybody needs to march right 3 units. So everyone marches right 3 units. 2, 3, 2, 3. 3 units that way, 3 units that way, and that's what it actually looks like. So we've got 2b x minus 3, just like that. Woot! And notice there is no c. C is going to equal 0. No up and down movement on this guy. All right, last one on our homework. Gotta draw in the original. Always go back to the original. Dooba-dooba-doo. Need to invest in some like Jeopardy type music, I think. I like that idea. Okay. A is 1/2. A is 1/2. That's between 0 and 1, which means it's going to get fatter. This one got skinnier. So it's going to get fatter. This has to stay put. This was 2 units. 2 units times a half is going to equal 1 unit. So it's down to 1 unit. Yeah, and then we have to do this guy was 4 units times a half is now 2 units. So he's only going to go up 2 units. So he's going to be much lower to the ground. Much fatter, much lower to the ground. And do it to the other side. And then B, there is no B. B equals 0. So no shifting left to right. No left to right nonsense. And then C is equal to a positive 4. So that means the positive 4 means we're going up or down. Positive 4 means we have to go up 4. Okay, so everybody got to go up 4. So this point goes to 4. This point goes to 4. This point goes to 4. This point to 4. And there we go. Squirrel got lost. Well, this is what happens when you miss an entire lesson because you're napping. She's just staring at me. Like I'm a very mean person. She's giving me the death stare. I'm okay with it. All right, so that's our answer. That should be what the back of the homework looks like. And that's what the front of the homework looks like. I will post this so that you can see it before you take your quiz today. You might want to take a look at this before you take your quiz today. Good luck. We'll see how it goes. And don't worry, if everyone does terribly, I'm not going to count it. I just want to see how you guys are doing on this. Like, do we need 5 more days on how to do this? Or do we understand how to do this and 5 more days on this would be more boring than just staring at the walls waiting to not get corona? Like, where are we with this? Are we ready for something new? We're ready to jazz it up? Squirrel says we're ready to jazz it up. Squirrel, you don't even know what's happening. You missed yesterday's lesson. But you're ready to jazz it up? She's ready to jazz it up. We'll see. Thank you for attending this wonderful session of Izzo teaching Squirrel algebra. Yes.